All right, welcome back. These days, the coronavirus, at least the restrictions for the coronavirus have been lifting, and people are going back to the office. And one of the things that has been noticed is this sort of kapchil culture, maybe just as strong as it used to be, or maybe thrust into the limelight a little bit more than it was in the past. And therefore, people are getting a little bit of upset. They're getting bad treatment from their bosses, their supervisors. It's hard for employees to concentrate on work. It's hard for them to not be stressed when they're going to work. And if they do happen to finally break down and complain about this, because it's just been taking a toll on them for so long, they also fear retribution from the upper management or even the direct boss themselves. So as a result, people are developing, some mental issues, some stress levels, and even insomnia. Because of this, the government has decided to try to crack down on this issue a little bit more by doling out some harsher punishments, maybe years in jail, maybe things like that. And even though by word they have done this, by action they have only given suspended sentence so far. So things seem to be like they might be getting better, but not quite to the level that people may want these days.
Yes, I think it seems that there's still a question hanging over the success of the repercussions that the government has introduced.
Yeah. Why do you think this kapchil, this kapchil in general, is a problem in Korean culture? I mean, do you agree with the article? What other things may you add?
I guess I can try and have a stab at it. Again, as a foreigner, it's not something I feel directly affected by, but I think perhaps it's a problem because people would like to have perhaps a bit more control over their own work lives, over the lines of communication that they're using, a bit of back and forth perhaps with their boss. So if the boss expects only followers, that could be quite repressive, that could feel restrictive to a worker who is trying to do their best for their company.
Well, I think that was a good stab. Yeah.
Do you have anything to add, John? Or maybe do you think there is another side to kapchil? Is there a useful part to this? Is it in some ways necessary in a workplace?
Well, I don't know if this idea of kapchil that we read in the article would be useful. However, the idea of having someone in charge and someone following definitely helps with efficiency. And I think any good business or government or really anything that needs a leader and a follower, they do need a sort of structure to them, and there should be someone who makes the final decision. However, to this extent, it might be a little bit hard to say that there could be something good from it. But I guess maybe not this, but kapchil in general could lead to more quick decisions. However, I don't think that's a good trade-off for what has been happening.
Yes, at what cost?
Yeah, at what cost?
Does this efficiency come?
Yeah, absolutely. What aspects of kapchil would you guys think could be, I guess, put into a good light? What things could be actually helpful for the workplace? I do like to say, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Basically, it means if there's something wrong, don't just throw it all away. See if there might be something good in there. Take the good out, and then you can throw the rest of the bad away. Maybe this is one of those situations, or maybe it's all bad.
Also, I'm thinking about the way the government has chosen to try and counter the negative effects of kapchil. I wonder if they're taking the best approach. I mean, what do you think about it?
Well, it did say in the article there was jail time and a fine for people who fired employees. But as we know, as in all our nations, there are many ways to make someone quit. And you don't have to directly fire them. So retribution is still a possibility. So, I don't know. It's a step, but is it complete? Does it work 100% of the time? I'm not sure about that.
Yes. So I guess we'll have to see how workplaces respond. Maybe the fear of potential government retribution or punishment might be enough to roll back a little bit of the pressure on some of these workers. Maybe it'll prevent some of the bullying.
Let's go ahead and get some pressure ourselves by studying this vocabulary more in depth. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Anecdotal.
Anecdotal.
Repercussion.
Repercussion.
Take a toll.
Take a toll.
Thrust into the limelight.
Thrust into the limelight.
Suspended sentence.
Suspended sentence.